Advenech Onka and Workanish Wangaro are church workers. Why did they devote their lives to end female genital mutilation?
አገኘናት አንዱ ምክንያታችን ያ ነበር ያነሳሳን። ሌላው ደግሞ አንድ እናት ከወለደች በኋላ ያ እንዲህ የተገናኘ ሰውነት ስለተቀደደ ግብረ ስጋ ግንኙነት ማድረግ ስላልቻለች ከሰውዬ ተደብቃ ቆጥ ላይ ታድር ነበር። ቆጥ ላይ ያደረች እሱ ሌላ ባል ውጪ ይዛለች ብሎ ባለቤቷ ብዙ ጊዜ ሲጣሉ አጋጣሚ ለትምህርት ተጠርተን ሄደን
ለህብረተሰባችን የተበላሹ ተበላሽተዋል። መበላሸት ነው ፍጥረት። ይሄ የሰብአዊ መብት እግዚአብሔር የሰጠው መብት ማጣት ነው። ይሄን ለቀሩት ግን መብታቸውን እንዲያስከብሩ እንዲያውቁ እናስተምር ከሚል የተነሳ ነው እያስተማርን ያለ ነው እና እግዚአብሔር ረድቶን ደግሞ ውጤትም እያየን ነው።
ለወንዶች በግልጽ እንናገራለን። በእንደዚህ ያለ ቀን እንሄዳለን። ቁስል እንዳለ ታውቃላችሁ? አናውቅም። ለምን አይነግሩም? ሴቶች ትነግራላችሁ? አንነግርም። ለምን? እንፈራለን። ስለዚህ እየተባለ በዛ ግዝረት ምክንያት እንዲህ የተቀደደ ነገር ያ ቁስል እንዳለ እንዲህ በየበኩሉ እንዲሁ ነው። ይሄ ምን ጠባሳው እንዲህ በየበኩሉ ቆሞ በዛ ግብረ ስጋ ግንኙነት ማድረግ አይችሉም። በጣም ያቃጥላል። ከዛ የተነሳ ከባሎቻቸው ጋር አያድሩም። ያለ ጊዜ ፍቺ አለ።
The new family law says that a woman and a wife can now even own land. But this doesn't protect her from being exploited when there's a divorce.
The income is from the husband. Therefore, they have to obey. Even if there is violence in the home, there are violences, battering of women, and they are economically very suppressed. They have to tolerate everything because they don't have money to live on their own to support their children. In the houses there are also, if they bring in, there is battering and there is incest.
The children too are sexually abused in the home.
Yes, of course. And nobody talks about it. It is shame for the woman to share with the neighbors what is happening in her house. Therefore, nobody talks about it. There are a lot of domestic violences. The new law says anytime if a man or a woman want a divorce, it can happen. But the disadvantage is, where does she take her children? How does she feed them?
እነዛ ምክንያቶች ከባሎቻቸው ጋር በፍቅር ያለ መኖር፣ ሳይገናኙ 10 ዓመት መድረስ፣ በመርዝ መሞከር እና አብሮም ተደስቶ መኖር ያለ መቻል ምክንያት ስለሆነ ይህንን ማን ይናገር? ይሄ የተዳፈና ነገር ነው። ሰው ያላያ ነገር ነው። ይህንን የሚነግር ባህሉ አይነግርም፣ እናት አትነግርም፣ ሌላም ሰው አይናገርም። ስለዚህ ምን እንሆን?
We have seen in many cases once she develops fistula, she cannot control her urine and the husband would not like to live with her. The very sad thing is he brings back home to the family and never will think about her anymore. These people, the mother or the parents, will take care of her. They will build her a separate home. And she gets no treatment because they cannot treat her.
Fistula means an opening, a hole between the woman's birth passage and one or more of her internal organs like the bladder. The Fistula Hospital in Addis Ababa is the second hospital in the world to specialize in bladder problems.
From this Kambata and Hadia area, we take more than 10 ladies who get vascovaginal fistula to Addis Ababa hospital, to Fistula hospital. This is big problem in the society.
Mudanesh's husband saved her from having a fistula. First of all, he went to see if indeed there was a special hospital in Addis Ababa and that the treatment would be free. She was helped there and now is so happy. She can have coffee with her neighbors and she has no problems with controlling her bladder. Mekane Yesus Church has over 5 million members and is the second largest Lutheran church in the world. Its community development projects and work against harmful traditions are having a beneficial effect on almost all Ethiopians.
About 12 years ago, it was 85% of Ethiopian women undergo this practice. Now, after 10 or 12 years of intervening and intervention of non-governmental and churches in teaching against these practices, it has come lower down. Now it is not officially told by the government, but it has come down maybe around 70 or even less.
Despite the practice now being illegal in Ethiopia, the tradition is still strong. Female genital mutilation was banned in the USA in 1996. The practice is illegal in Europe too, but it's difficult to control among immigrant communities. Egypt and Eritrea began banning it in 2007, but Sudan and Somalia have still not acted against it. In Ethiopia, they get at least 3 months in prison or a fine of 500 birr, it's about 33 euros, for mutilation. One woman said, "My price is 500 birr, but it frightens nobody when the circumcision ceremonies begin." Why do women have to continue this harmful ceremony? The old legend from Pharaoh's court can't be the reason. It must have an important role in society and culture. Is the reason that it makes women easier to control, more obedient? Or is it just a way to make women cheap workers in the family? Women work far too much, often even as children. It's the role of a woman and a wife.
We have to engage the male, the female, the community at large, those decision makers at the community level, so that the practice and the attitude of the community will change in addition to the knowledge.